Welcome back to the Random. It's your host, Smallwood Worldwide. We're back again with another video. And you see the Goodman brothers on your screen, along with Big Bill, A.K.A. your boy Bill. You know what time it is. We're back for another episode of TakeOff Sports Talk. Tonight, you get our Judgement Night episode, and we're going to discuss some fun things here. But first, something not so fun, right? Nico Harrison got fired. He got laid off. As my boy Aj would say, there's work at the post office. He traded Luca. What did you think was going to happen? We're going to throw this out there and let's just see what is up. T, did Nico Harrison deserve to get fired?
Well, not such a complicated answer. Deserve, okay. I mean, I'll say that he deserved it for doing something as silly as getting rid of the franchise player that the town was absolutely crazy about. If the previous owner was still there, it never would have happened. But I'm not firing Nico Harris.
Mm.
I am not paying a man to leave a city where he's despised so he can go start over somewhere else after he's put us in trouble for the next, I don't know how many years with these picks. No, I am making him the Dallas version of Popovich. You're going to be the GM and the coach. You're doing it all, baby. You're going to have to live with this thing for the next 10 years, and you just have to ride it out. You're going to have to go to restaurants and have people, you know, telling you how much they hate you and how bad of a job you're doing. That's what I'm doing. Not getting rid. He deserves it, sure, but I'm making him stick it out. I'm making him live in Dallas. I'm making him eat everything that he's done up to this point. Not paying the man to leave.
Unbelievable.
Smart, smart. I like it. Aj, what you got?
Yeah, I was hoping I'd go next. Hey, listen, I think it was premature. So Nico Harris, all the way up until he traded Luca, had done a masterful job with the Mavericks. That team had no business going as far as it did last few years, even with Luca on it. They traded for Kyrie when Kyrie was at his most poisonous time, and he came there and he's been a model citizen. And that gets me back to why I think this is premature, because Kyrie is currently hurt. Kyrie is not playing right now. That team doesn't have a point guard. With a point guard, a real point guard, and Kyrie's one of the best to ever do it as far as the point guard position. Even though he's a scorer at the point guard position, from the point guard position, he could set all of these dudes up. The lob and mob mentality that they have would come back. Street clothes, that's hit and miss, but if he plays in like half of the games in the regular season and shows up for the playoffs, Mavs could be okay. Now the West is super tough, so the record might be the time might be getting away from him already, even though we're only like 17, 18 games into the season. But I think that although Luka's probably a top three player in the league, specifically from a scoring standpoint. He is kind of a turnstile on defense, but he's in better shape now. He was not in great shape there. I think that that's not a justifiable reason to trade someone like Luka Doncic, but
Nah.
he got back Anthony Davis, who is not anything to sneeze at. The people treat him like he's terrible, but he's not.
No, he just sneezes and then he's out for like 10 games, but continue.
I mean, like when you get to a certain age, you sneeze, you throw your back out. I mean, who could tell? But I think that I think that the biggest reason why they are currently way underwater is because Kyrie is not there. And I mean, we knew Kyrie wasn't going to be there for a while. So I personally think that if when Kyrie was back, the team was not gelling out the way it was. And sure, he got lucky with that first overall pick with Cooper Flag. But I think that if you throw Kyrie in there into the mix, the record isn't nearly as bad, and the trade doesn't look nearly as terrible from a distance. I think that it works itself out. I don't think he should have got fired. I think they should have given him the season. They should have given him the full roster and see what he does from there. And that's
Nice,
it.
nice.
Yeah.
I like those two takes. Bill, I'm gonna toss it to you.
Yeah, I think he earned his firing, man. He earned that. He worked his way into that, man. You when you think about Luca, man, I think like you said, top three player in the league. Even that run, that finals run that he put together. Granted, as you said, he was a turnstile in the finals, but like the points he's putting up in the playoffs, like he's a killer in the playoffs.
He
You
is.
don't give up something like that. You put some defensive players around him. And then
Yes.
you flip him for the for Ant Davis, and he's out there looking like Ruben Studdard, man. He's flabby and sick out there, man. You know what I mean? And so it's like, what do we do? What are we doing? He down there eating Dallas barbecue. It's like him and Luka switch places. You know what I'm saying? They switch
Facts.
workout plans. And so like it's bad, man. It's a bad situation. And I think they lucked out again with the number one pick, in the lottery, right? They lucked out and got Cooper Flag. But
How's that
I
working
mean,
out?
I know
Cooper's
Cooper
not
doing
bad,
okay,
but he's out
man.
of position. They're playing him
He's
at point guard. Like,
He's doing okay. He's doing all right, man. I
Oh,
think I don't know what ownership's expectation is for him because I mean if they expected him to be shoot, I don't know. If they expecting like him to be like Larry Bird or something like that. He's not going to be that immediately.
yeah.
But one thing he's not Luka. And
He
so
could have
you
stopped
have
it. Not gonna be that.
you got a
No.
deficit right there. You got a deficit even if he has a career like if he has a career like Keith Van Horn or something like that, right? That's pretty good.
That's
That's a good
good.
career. That's a really good career.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
To be
But
honest, that's about what we expect of him.
yeah, but like you just look at the roster and the roster's cheeks, man. The roster's cheeks. Like you got Clay Davis,
Clay
Clay Davis.
Thompson.
Shit. You got Clay
He's
Thompson out
playing
there.
like Clay Davis.
He's playing like
Clay Davis. Shit. But he out there Megan Thee Stallion giving him death by snoo snoo, man. He got career lows and all these
That's Snoop.
and all these stats, man. This is one of his worst seasons ever. And granted, he older, but he done out here, man. You got dudes. Caleb Martin was that dude 4 years ago, man. He averaging under 2 points. And
That's
then
right.
you got D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
the rat would never.
Yeah, you
shot
gotta
that.
go, brother.
The rat
You gotta
never-
go.
you
You gotta
gotta
go.
go.
It's time, man. 4 and
Yo,
12.
did you see the video of the huddle today or last night where they were playing and Mike Brown was like, yo, just keep finding D'Lo. That was their offensive plan, yo. They was giving the Mavs work.
Yo, that dude, man. I'm surprised he's still in the league, bro.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's still in the league.
It shouldn't be.
It's cheek show.
Um,
Nice. I'm gonna jump in here and I'm gonna throw it to Greg as always to take us home on the topic. So yeah, he earned his firing. For me, like T, I would not have let him go though. You got rid of the generational talent in Luka, and you gave it to the Lakers, right? So I'm happy about that on the personal tip. But on the flip side, it's like it was a trade so crazy you couldn't believe it. Like I still remember seeing the notification. I'm like, wait, Anthony Davis for Luka? Are y'all sure? You don't want nothing else? This is it? I don't know. Part of me thinks Nico has a master plan to get fired. Maybe he didn't want to be in Dallas no more. Maybe it was some stuff with the front office, but he's free to go. And who knows where he's going to go? Maybe he go to LA. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see how this thing shakes out. But
Yo,
if that happens, all hell will break loose, yo. But it's just like, why fire the guy that just changed your franchise overnight? You just had that finals run. Luka
Of all
again.
Teams, the Lakers. I mean, I just can't stand it.
I'm sure you can, but you have a T-Wolf jersey on. It's okay. You're not allergic to losing yet. It's all good. I don't know. Wolves in 10. But no. I just think that at the end of the day, Nico was doing a great job overall, but I can't get past trading Luka, yo. No. No, he had to go. But yo, Greg, take us home, man.
yeah, Nico should have been fired, and I can tell you when he should have been fired. He should have been fired when he was in that meeting where he said, "Hey, maybe we should trade Luka." That's when he should have been fired. And even the suggestion of trading a generational player, that's one. That's strike one. Strike two, you trade a generational player to the Lakers as if you don't have to go through the Lakers in order to get to another finals. That's two. That's strike two. Strike three.
Yeah.
You trade him because you say he's out of shape, and then you bring in someone who can't jump on the curb without getting the ambulance involved. All right? That's three. So you might as well just trade them for nobody. You might as well have traded them for nothing because this guy cannot finish the season.
No.
He's brittle. He's as brittle as they get. Frail. Fragile. He must be Italian. Anyway.
Yo, come on. Yo, it wouldn't shock me if they trade Ant Davis too, yo. He was wearing a Packers jersey at the game, yo, sitting on the bench. I'm like, what is he doing? Like, he's
doing what he does every year. He's sitting on the bench, dressed out. He's on the bench. with that little IV stand next to him. The nigga's sick.
The IV
He's always hurt.
crazy.
No.
Hold on, I'm not even finished yet.
I know.
And I can tell you when I knew it was over for him, when they had that game opener and Wemby, it was supposed to be a Cooper Flag day.
Yep.
And Wemby went out there and looked like Wilt, like Wilt Jabbar O'Neal when he went out there and destroyed them. And I know that everybody in that office just looked down at him and was like, "What's your boy Cooper doing? What's going on here?" And this is supposed to be Cooper's night? The Great White Hope? We done traded a Great White Hope for a Great White Nope.
Oh, that's cold-blooded.
Oh, that's cold.
Cold-blooded.
Doing all right, man.
So, yeah, he deserved to get fired
all right, man.
immediately. And that is only the 4 things that I'm willing to say here without getting myself in trouble. That's 4 reasons for him to be fired. And I don't know who would just that would, unless the owners have a personal beef with the whole city of Dallas. That's the only way this makes sense. If they was like, "I'll show you, Dallas."
Well, there was rumor, right? And I need like a Last Dance style documentary just on this trade alone, that the lady that's one of the, I guess, majority owners of the Mavericks wanted to move the team or threatened to move the team to Vegas or something like that. And so that factored into the trade because, again, it doesn't make sense on paper in no shape, form, or fashion. Like, why would you get rid of that? It's just, no.
Why would you get rid of that and leave it in your same
conference? Yeah,
they should have traded him to the Wizards. That's what they should have did if they wanted to be real.
The people who bought the team are not basketball people. They're Vegas slot casino.
Do the people that own the team understand money and how it works?
They don't care to stay.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
that's the thing.
You said they don't what?
They don't.
He got it.
Stay in Dallas. They don't care if
they're trying to move. They're trying to move to Vegas.
They want to move the Mavericks out of Dallas.
So if they're on their major league, why get rid of this guy? Let him stay there and suffer. Yeah, why fire Nico?
Oh yeah.
Why?
I don't think Nico should have got fired. Like I said,
I told you Nico should have been fired.
Make him coach and GM.
As soon as he tapped someone on the shoulder, I was like, you know what? Let's get over to Luka. He should have been fired right then. They should have been like, get out.
If they want to lose and go to Vegas, you keep Nico as GM and you make him the coach. They will lose plenty enough to bottom out the value and be able to move to Vegas.
Well, the fan base has reacted negatively. So they don't show up to games like they should.
And they boo him at the games. You booing the GM.
They have a chant. They'd be like, "Fire Nico."
Yeah, but now he's been paid to. I mean, you just make a mess and they give you money and you go somewhere else. No, I ain't doing it.
I'm sure his pride is hurt, but you know what? He's still a legend.
And we got a contract.
Nico is doing he did such a bad job that I'm pretty sure the Trump wants to hire him.
Hey man, you got to live with it. You got to live with it. Now he gets to move out of Dallas. People might ask him questions, but they're not going to be throwing French fries at him and stuff when he, that's what he'd be getting if he was still there. I'd make him live through the whole thing.
He'd have to suffer, young.
Every day he wakes up, he hears, oh. I'll get taken off on an island. On the wake up.
Quit.
On the wake up. It's like,
every time he stretches his arms like that, the music just keeps you up.
I don't think, like seriously, in all of NBA history, I don't think there's been a worse trade.
No.
This is equivalent to what the Minnesota did with what's his name? Herschel Walker.
Herschel Walker to Dallas.
Oh, you're talking about that Minnesota. Okay.
Yeah, that Minnesota.
Your Minnesota cheated and got caught. Yeah.
So, first of all, shout out to Joe Smith. Second of all, no.
Joe Smith, man.
They thought that dude the owner's gonna die. He's still on the team right now. That was I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to get it. Not the A-Rod. Wolves and 9.
Well, listen, Nico Harrison, he got canned. the end of the day, he'll land again. We're going to pivot topics and keep it moving. So, what are your top 3 sports movies? When we think of sports movies, you think of sports in general. It brings people together. It gives you something to talk about. Case in point, while you tune in, I'm going to start with you, Big Bill, Dollar Bill. What is your top 3 movies about sports movies?
So for me, man, like I always kind of focus on um sports from a high school perspective because that was the last time I was able to participate at a quality level in any sports or activities because we've been flabby and sick. Been done out here for a while, man. It's crazy. But so my top 3, at number 3, I gotta remember the Titans. Um, just a legendary football movie. And funny enough, just that area in the movie is, you know, not too much different than it was back then. So I'll leave that there. But it was a good movie, legendary movie. Um, Good to see that time period, and not to see black folks just being subservient and doing all these things throughout. But was a good movie there. Number 2, man, I got Coach Carter, man. This movie stood out to me, man. It's like the way I look at it is like lean on me for basketball. You know what I mean? Because he was he was all over, and the parents were trash. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about the movie, but look, but the movie was from a sports perspective, man. It was a good movie. And it just showed all those aspects of high school basketball. Just showing the team how they kind of rebuild and bounce back.
Mm.
And showing that coach that had that integrity, man, and that's valuable to see. My number 1 is Friday Night Lights.
It's a good one.
For me, this is the quintessential high school football movie.
Mm.
It just stood out to me, you know, just from all aspects, the pressure that the players were receiving off the field, the town gravitating around the local team, high school football meaning something, not just, you're going out there and crashing into one another, with some pride behind it. Um, Players getting used, you know what I mean? Players getting hurt, teams trying to adjust on the fly. So that movie just stood out, continues to stand out. So that's my top 3 right there.
Let me spin,
That's dope.
coach.
You want to win? Let Booby in.
Let me spin, coach. That's a legendary line. Right?
Movie miles.
Most Duff. Arch, what you got?
Okay, so these aren't necessarily what I think are the top 3. This is a bunch of caveats. I did not include documentaries, none of that. But these 3 are just 3 that I felt like deserved to be mentioned. I went with Rocky, just to mention first, just because Rocky, I think, it is the sports movie that kind of was the blueprint for all the other sports movies in terms of how you want to set it up, how you want to build drama, how you want people invested in the person, and then it expands out into the actual arena itself. Rocky was just it's one of the all-time great movies, and it's one of the best sports movies ever made, even if it's not in my top 3 in reality. The second one is The Sandlot, and I had to put Sandlot on because I had forgotten Sandlot 1,000 times. Has some of the illest lines of all time. The Colossus of Clout. The Colossus of Clout. Colossus of Clout. Like it's such a quotable movie. It was one of those movies where everybody at a certain age saw the movie. Women, men, and in that age, boys, girls, everybody saw the movie and everybody liked it. One thing that I did find disturbing in the movie was that at the end, when they were rolling the credits about somebody, there was like, yeah, he was really into the 60s and no one ever heard from him again. And I was like, what the hell? Anyway, Sandlot is is the second one I like to mention. And the third one that I'd like to mention is a movie that I thoroughly enjoy. It might not be a top 3 sports movie of all time, but I feel like it just doesn't get the shine it deserves, and that's Finding Forrester. Finding Forrester was an awesome movie. It's a great movie. Not to mention that it's very funny to me as well. Not to mention that the guy who is the main character, or the kid who they focus on as the main character, he was not only very good at basketball, but he was smart, and then he had to balance this whole between two worlds thing. And you saw how political it kind of got for him and all that stuff. and how race plays a role and stuff. His brother was Busta Rhymes, for God's sakes. I mean, Fine Force. What a musical. Those are my three that I would like to mention.
Nice. I'm gonna jump in here and we'll throw it to Greg and we'll throw it to T to take us home. So my number three could have been my number one. Don't Look Back, to Satchel Paige story. So saw that as a kid, very inspirational. It's an incredible story. Lou Gossett, shout out to Lou Gossett. First black pitcher in the American League, 42 years old. I think he came in a year after Jackie Robinson, but when he came in, made an impact, went 6-1. They won the pennant, turned around, won the World Series, became a world champion. So I just thought that whole story, and if you've ever seen the movie, it's actually shot really well, especially for that time. It's an incredible piece of work. My number two, I'm going to have to pivot because you got Sandlot, and I think I've used that one before, so I'm going to throw in one that's a little bit different, Dodgeball. But they say if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Listen, it was incredibly funny. A lot of interesting moments in that movie there. And technically a sport. So that's my number two. My number one, personal to me, I love lifting weights, is Pumping Iron. Less a big movie, more a documentary. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lou Ferrigno. What's great about this flick is that it came out in a time when bodybuilding was huge and they were just starting to kind of shine a light on the sport. And there's a lot of psychological warfare, and it was crazy because Arnold was moving crazy. If you've ever seen Pumping Iron, I don't know if y'all seen it. He'd be sitting with you at one moment and it's like he's friendly with you, and then from that moment he'll go into like talking shit to you and insulting you, and it's like all in the name of like getting ready for this competition where they're like gonna, oil up and strike poses and shit. That's what it was when I was a kid. But you get a little older, you realize what was behind that. But it was actually a lot of great lessons in that film, or documentary rather, and a good friendship that he learned out of that, and some hard lessons as well. So I think Pumping Iron is fantastic, and it stood the test of time. That's my top three. With that, throw it to G.
I'm not going to give you guys my actual real life top three. I'm just going to mention my three honorable mentions instead. All right. Number one, White Man Can't Jump. I'll tell you something right now. It brought it like to street ball, and it's the first movie to really address street balling and hustling, playing a sport. So I appreciate that. No other notes on that. Number two, we're gonna keep it real black. Wildcats. We're gonna keep it up with Wesley Snipes here. This is a Wesley moment. Wildcats. One of the most underrated high school movies.
Wait a second. What did you just say?
What, Wildcats? What are you talking about?
No, you know what? I'm sorry.
That's really crazy. What I say?
Keep going, man. Just keep going.
Yo, this is wild, yo.
You know what? You guys are childish. Moving on. Moving on. The last one, The Program.
Oh, the Program's dope.
Yeah, one of that. Now that might actually real life be in my top three though. The Program, sensational movie. It showed that it really shined a light on white privilege in football. They allowed a white dude to go ahead and do steroids and keep on playing, and another one was an alcoholic, and he was up for the Heisman. Meanwhile, the black guy that should have been going to the pros immediately broke his leg. Thank you, Program. Moving on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, T, take us home on this topic, yo.
Man, it's amazing. This with there 5 of us here. It's gonna be 15 different movies. That's pretty cool.
That's great.
Number 3, I got The Best of Times. I know at least 2 of you guys have seen that movie.
Y'all don't know what that is, do you?
The twig, damn it!
They may not have seen it. I mean,
I don't know if I've seen it.
It's amazing.
It's on Bill's theme. It's a high school football movie, but it's not. It deals with high school football, but like 20 years after high school. So
oh wow!
You got a guy whose entire life is in shambles because he dropped a big pass in high school on the big game. He's like some third string dude, you know.
Should he get in the game?
Yeah, pretty much. He was like, small town school, They have this great quarterback. They're playing against the big juggernaut other team, and that's beat them, for the last century or something. And it comes down to the last play. The big quarterback throws the 50-yard bomb and gets his knee smashed up, and he's open for the touchdown, and he bobbles it and drops it, and they lose the game. And the rest of his life, all he does is sit in his office and watch, reel
Right
to
in the
reel.
hands, darling. Right in the hands.
Yeah. And the only reason why he even has a job is because his wife's father gave him a job because he felt sorry. I mean, this guy's life is in total shambles. So he gets the idea that, you know what? I mean, well, let me back up. He gets the idea. He doesn't cheat on his wife, but he goes and he gets this hooker, not to
Therapist.
sleep with her, but to talk to her.
Prostitute that he went to high school with.
Exactly.
Yeah. A prostitute
Exactly.
he went to high school with, and he's using her as a therapist.
Exactly. Yeah. So he doesn't do anything with her except for sit there and complain about this game that he blew 20 years ago. So she's just like, you know what? I'm sick of hearing about this game. Why don't you just play the game again? And he's like, you can't do that. And she's like, why not? And tries to think of a reason why not, and he can't really think of one. So he decides that he's going to put the old team together so that he can relive this moment and get back what he lost by dropping this pass. And that's really what the movie is about. Going back and a lot of the people still live in the town. The old quarterback who got his knee smashed, he's like the local mechanic.
A van specialist.
Yo, I got to see this, yo.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's got
Very well.
Robin
Robin
Williams.
Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Great.
Can't
It's
wait.
hey yo.
It's hilarious.
It's one of the
man.
most underrated movies of all time. It is funny as hell.
Right in the hands, darling. Right in the hands.
It's funny. It's so entertaining.
Requiem of a Real Loser. That dude was a loser, sir.
Yeah, I mean he was stuck in a moment, man. He just couldn't get by. He
Wow.
couldn't get past it. And anyway, so the movie's built around that, based on the actors that Greg and I just told you are in it. You know that it's going to be entertaining and funny. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out.
I just looked it up. It's on Tubi. I'm gonna peep it.
Yeah, it's on Tubi. All right, cool.
Of course, it's a movie.
Yeah. So it might take a little longer to get through it because of the commercials, but that's all right.
Yep.
The second one I got on the list is the Karate Kid.
Oh,
Now, a decent number of us here are military brats, so you can relate to having to move somewhere far away and having to start over. Thankfully, I was never treated like Daniel was, but
That's what I
I've
thought you were
seen people
going.
treated that way. Yeah, I mean, you've seen it happen, right? When you move places and other people move there, you see it happen to people. They get pushed around and bullied, and they end up having to fend for themselves or stand up.
I've got a hot take about this, but I'm gonna let you finish.
You have a hot take? Go ahead, man. Let me
I
hear it.
always have a hot take. I'm on Team Johnny. This is all Daniel's fault. He should have minded his own.
Johnny
business.
Lawrence.
Oh,
Yeah.
you talking about that
You
take?
have not watched the movie obviously in several years. That's
So
all I can say. You've been
should've left
brainwashed by Cobra Kai and Will Smith little cabal. Never mind. I'm sorry.
You're on
This
Team
was my
Johnny.
dude in Cobra Kai, yo.
You're on
Yeah.
Team Johnny. You could
I'm
have
on
just
Team
gone.
Johnny.
Oh,
Let that
It was
thick
high
youngin get you
school.
beat up. You think I'm gonna get beat up over a thick youngin? I was like, oh my bad, bro. I didn't know that was yours. I'm walking off that beach.
Allie was
Yeah.
thick.
Yeah. So if she comes in school tomorrow with a black eye, I got nothing. I didn't know your boyfriend was abusive. My bad. So now I got
He couldn't let it slide,
You get
man.
me?
He's gonna let her get beat up, man. What's wrong with you, man?
I just met this hoe. Ain't no way in hell. I ain't grew up with her. I don't barely know her.
Man, T, keep going, man. This is
Yeah.
This is going in another direction.
I want to hear this.
yeah. I mean, it's a different perspective.
That's the right perspective.
I don't know, man.
I will say Johnny
Johnny
Lawrence
was
was
acting-
top 10 villains during the 80s movies.
Just
though.
put yourself in that position. Are you really gonna fight Johnny over this?
He didn't know who Johnny was.
Yeah,
He didn't even know who he was
That's the
to
point
her.
I'm making. I'm making that point.
Right.
He did not know who Johnny was. Probably should have left.
It
Might
could have
as well
been
look
her
at
brother
beach.
for all he knew.
He said what?
It could have been her brother for all he knew because she kicked
Exactly.
the ball
Then he
away.
should have minded his own damn business. Then went off with the rest of
He
the 4 kids and played
Oh,
soccer on the
man.
beach.
He hasn't watched the movie in a long time, T. That's all.
No, I watched it. He out there in those rich kids' business, and he should have stayed his broke ass
Oh man, you saying to the stadium receiver? All right, look.
Unbelievable talk, man. Unbelievable talk. That's how I feel about that.
He had to fight Johnny after what happened. After he slammed the radio down.
Look, man, whose radio was that?
Allie's radio, I think.
Yeah,
exactly. See, he had nothing to do with any of this. He should be like, oh, he should have looked at her and be like, you didn't tell me you had a boyfriend. I'm sorry, bro. And then walked off.
You think it wasn't gonna end there, man? That dude,
that's how
Johnny was gonna be on his heels, man.
It would have been me and my friends. I would have been with another broke chicken receiver. We'd have been hanging out and kicking it.
Yeah, those guys weren't his friends, man. Those guys weren't his friends. That's the other thing. He went out there with a crew of like four or five people or something.
Yo, they saw Johnny get back down because Johnny.
And you see, did you notice that those 4 or 5 dudes minded their own business?
Yeah, we're not fighting the ninjas, Joe. We're not fighting the ninjas.
You said what?
We're not fighting the ninjas.
Exactly. Exactly. They should have been like, hey, yo, like, what is Daniel doing? He should have known when those other kids are like, uh-oh, and didn't do nothing.
So Johnny, the trained martial artist, he's like best in class. You're siding with him, beating up some guy that, you know.
He's not the best in the class. He's the best in like Southern California.
Yeah. Right.
Like the whole house.
He's the coldest dude in Southern California when it comes to shit. Like I said, and he's talking about.
I'm not siding with Johnny. I'm siding with common sense. And common sense says you don't pick fights with a dude who you don't know, with a gang of people in the same jackets. What the hell's going on here?
I don't think he picked a fight with him. I think all he did was pick up the radio, and then Johnny shoved him to the ground.
He should have picked up his goddamn soccer ball and went home. That's what he should have did.
That's a whole.
Mind your business, Daniel.
Yo, man, keep going, T.
You couldn't mind his business, man.
You have to listen to this.
Yeah. I mean, it's a hot take. I give you that. All right, my number one. I got Creed 3. That's the one where he fought Damien.
Yeah.
Damien. Thank you.
That's good.
I mean, the reason why I chose that one and not like, one of the Rockies. I mean, Creed 3 has all that, all that Rocky goodness that they have, used to create that entire franchise. So it has all of those elements. And I really liked the dichotomy between those two guys, how they grew up together and through misunderstanding and both being, stand-up guys, they ended up on opposite sides. And then like that last fight, I just really enjoyed that, man. I thought it was great.
Ring work, man.
It was.
That was incredible, right?
Yeah. And the way that they had the crowd disappear, and it was just the two of them. And anybody who spent any time in the ring, that's a lot closer to what it actually feels like than like hearing the crowd roar and stuff. And then them seeing the other in the form that they knew them previously. I don't know. I just thought it was a really, really well done movie. And in the end, I love the way that they parted company, with mutual respect. And it was like, hey man, I understand what happened. Yeah, me too. If you need anything, I'll be there for you. And so there was a lot of redemptive qualities on both sides. And he won the belt back, which is, always good. So those are my 3. Minus the hot take about Johnny Lawrence.
Cry forever, baby.
Cobra Kai.
Get out of here.
Fear does not exist in this dojo. Pain does not exist in this dojo.
How dare you? Like that's all I can say. How dare you?
Listen, 5 different takes, 15 different flicks, as you can see. Go check out all of them if you haven't seen those movies. You'll be in for a treat. And now we're going to move to our last topic of the day. Now, speaking of Johnny Lawrence, if you could go one-on-one with any athlete in the world, any sport, any place, any time, could be combat sport, could be basketball, could be tennis, could be whatever you want it to be. I mean, you could be eating the glizzies with Joey Chestnut, right?
Oh, God.
What the hell just happened?
It wouldn't be me. But listen, who would you go one-on-one with then? Aj, I'm going to start with you.
Oh man. So look, I'll be all in all honesty, this is a sports show and we get to criticize, well, kind of criticize, we commentate, I should say, on athletes. To be
Yeah.
fair with everybody, anytime I say a professional athlete sucks, I'm always caveating that by saying he sucks as a professional, not as he sucks at the actual sport. So when this topic was broached, I was thinking back in my Rolodex, and I had to go with the person that I consistently call the worst NBA player because, the sport that I'm the best at, I would say at this point in my life and most of the time in my life was basketball. Not great, of course.
Here we go.
So I would have to challenge Charlie Ward. I would get punished.
Jesus Christ.
I would get punished. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he's a superb athlete. But I do believe that I was good.
You get some buckets.
I get a bucket. But I don't think I am under no delusions that I would win. He's a world-class athlete. But Charlie
Is he?
Yo, y'all know Charlie Ward won the Heisman, right? Y'all know that, right? What are we doing, guys?
He won the Heisman.
Charlie should have been in the NFL.
Yeah, he should.
That I agree with.
He was wrong. Charlie got wronged.
I mean, look, just from the simple fact that he was practicing with professionals for what? He was in the league for like 10, 11
a good amount of
years at least.
He had a good career.
About a decade. Yeah.
He's just from the reps alone, he's going to be better off top. So that don't even get into the Heisman level athleticism that the dude has. But all that being said, he still owes Sam Cassell his check, and that's the guy that I would go ahead and challenge just because. That's what I got. Shout out to Charlie Ward.
Nice. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Bill, who you got?
Yeah.
No high schoolers.
Yeah, no high school, man. But so I grew up, man, watching. Y'all remember the show Pros versus Joes?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. And I kind of had a flashback of the dudes getting served in Pros versus Joes and getting done bad. There's like a little highlight reel of dudes getting done bad. And so I was like, I can't do the football, John, because I'm 5 foot nothing, 100 nothing. That's not gonna work, bro. So I was like, I play something else a little bit. So I would do a soccer shootout with Chad Ochocinco, man.
Oh wow! Look at that.
And the reason is because I don't want to get knocked down or run into a world-class athlete because at my age and my build, I'm not trying to get effed up like that. You know what I mean? So look, man, we do the soccer shootout, man. We see who win, man. That's it, man. That's it.
That's a really smart. Wait, can I ask a question? So
Yeah.
in a soccer shootout, is there a neutral goalie or are you the goalie when
I'd be in the goal.
You're the goalie when he shoots and he's the goalie when you shoot.
Yeah, we can do it like that. Yeah, for sure.
You stand a chance with him too, though.
You said what?
For a shootout? Nah, for a shootout, I've seen him play soccer. He'd stand a chance.
Dad's got great feet, man. I don't know how to say it.
But
Yeah,
it's a
he
shootout.
knows it.
He
It's
stands
not
a
like he
better
has to
chance than
run.
I do. For sure. Yeah.
And he's
I mean, he's got a better shot than that, but you got to remember, Chad Ochocinco is still an athlete, which means he can still get up and move and block these shots that Bill's kicking. Bill, you don't have a shot in hell at blocking anything to Chad. You just don't.
Hey, man, look, man. I'm gonna get one of them, man. You know what I mean?
Go 50,
You
50.
might, and you know what? I'm disrespectful with that one. You might get one or two.
I'm gonna get
You
one.
might get
of 'em,
one or
man.
two.
You know what I mean?
But there's a much stronger chance that he's gonna block yours than you blocking his.
Hey, man, look. I think going into it, man, unless you're talking about playing against somebody that's disabled or down bad, man. That's just what it is. You gotta accept that you're probably gonna lose, man, more times than not.
Yeah.
I didn't name no examples, so because I had some in mind, but I didn't name any examples. But I'm just saying.
Nah, I need those examples off camera, yo. No. So I'll jump in and I'll throw it to T and Greg to take us home here, right? So I grew up being really good at soccer, all around the board, and that's not the sport I chose. You know why? Because I like combat, right? And I just think that, listen, no, I would stand no chance. But here's my goal. So if we could do the Pros versus Joe Stocker, where all the headgear and just enough wrapping on the arms, I would take on John Jones in an octagon.
God.
Yes.
Nigga, on drugs?
No. Hear me out.
I'm sorry.
I'm not planning to win. Okay, I just want to.
You didn't have to announce that part. We knew immediately as soon as you said John Jones.
I want to see if I can last 30 seconds, right? That's it. Just 30 seconds. If I last 30
I had
seconds.
that same thing with J-Lo, and neither one of us is going to make it.
What happened?
Wow.
What are we doing, guys? What are we doing?
And the train goes off the tracks.
What happened there?
What are we doing?
So my strategy would be, because he's much taller than I'm 5'9". I think he's like 6'5", 6'6" or whatever, right? So I let him come forward and I take off running. Now I know I'm fast. Okay. If I ain't nothing else, I'm fast. Now the problem is he has wingspan. He probably knows how to cut off the octagon in seconds if he wants to. Because you know how you see these guys start off fighting, they kind of start off slow, like a little respect factor. He knows I'm not trained at that level to do that shit. So he's gonna just come in and fucking maul me, yo. So again, I'll probably like, help! Like, give me 30 seconds. If I can make it to 10 or 15, that'd have been a win all on his own. But that's the guy I would go one-on-one with, yo. That would have been my Mike Tyson's punch out. And I woke up like, yo, what happened? How many days has it been?
When he'll drink Sprite.
Yo,
Antoine, what you have just described is Eddie Murphy on Raw when he's explaining like the Italian dude outside after he just watched Rocky.
Oh shit!
Yeah, what you just described that. Let me get some juju beads, some popcorn, and the nigga's gonna pay for it. That's what you. That's exactly what you just described is gonna happen. Because you're like, hey, I'm about 5'2", right? This Mulian's about 6. Yeah, you just described that. That's what you did.
There's no chance in hell, yo. Would not make it. But it'd be fun trying.
No, it wouldn't. You did, yeah. I mean, we'd have fun watching. You would not.
That's a 50 cent proposition. That's a get rich or die trying proposition.
Yeah. Like, is there a prize at the end, like, that I don't know about? Is there some cash involved in this or something?
I mean, listen, if there's money involved, hey, listen, just give me the headgear. As long as I got my faculties in order, I'll take a leg kick for that.
I don't think the faculties are going to be in
Man, what the hell I'm talking
about? I don't think so.
I would not take it.
Oh, no.
And I mean this with all sincerity. I think he would literally beat the shit out of him.
Oh, of course. Listen, they'd have to ring the bell quick. Be like, hey, I'm tapping. I've watched cats take leg kicks from him, like on camera, that are like, you know, trying to be YouTubers or whatever. And I'm like, just him in street clothes, not even trying it. Like maybe he probably gave 10% of a shot. Do you see the way their shit swell up? Yeah, no. And again, he's tall. Those legs are long. He knows how to hit you. No, thanks.
And you're volunteering for that. Good luck.
I mean, listen, Dream World 101, you know, Dream Warriors here. That's what it is.
Fair enough.
Yo, T, who you got?
Well, gentlemen, I thought about basketball. Then I said, you know, my neck would probably hurt from just watching them go like, you know, go over. Tennis, nah, I wouldn't be able to even get a serve off. You know, football, no chance. Golf, So I went Antoine's route. I picked a combat sport as well. I picked boxing. And this guy is, I mean, my thought process was similar to Odd. It's like, okay, well, these pros, they're just too good. So I said, well, let me reach back in boxing history and think of somebody that might be entertaining to fight against. You guys might not have even heard of him. His name was Jack Doyle. Y'all heard of him? No. The gorgeous. He actually had a hit song back then. It's like in the 20s or something. He and his wife made some. I think it's South of the
Border. 20s? Oh, you gonna win this.
The gorgeous Gayo.
Yeah, he had I think his record was like 17-6. Yeah, I mean it was not too long after.
Yeah, he's one of those.
I think it's like in the Jack Dempsey era. I think it's back in those times. But this guy, he was 17-6. He was like he was like an actor and a musician and a boxer, right? But he was like a raging alcoholic. So you never knew what fight are you gonna get from tonight, right?
Wait a second, you're trying to win, T.
Man, this would be so entertaining. I want him to come in there all drunk and we just get in there and get it on, man. You know.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a
First
good
off,
time.
if you're fighting someone from the 19 teens, yeah, I think you got a shot. Like
Those
they
are
didn't even have
hard
pasteurized
dudes,
milk
bro.
back then.
I mean,
Like,
I'm sure he's super tough, but you know,
They're hard scrambled dudes. They used to chew pie cones, you know?
yeah,
They said it was
yeah. I mean,
pine cones.
the dude's tough. I mean, he had 17 wins, and they were all by knockout. But he had 6 losses, and they were all by knockout.
Those are the nights he took those.
No judges, bro.
Yeah,
but
fight
you-
30 rounds too,
like I said,
dog.
it'd be different if you had no fighting experience at all. But I know you have a lot of fighting experience.
There's
Yeah,
that.
so it will be fun. I
So-
think it will be fun.
Yeah, the
What
stuff
was
that
his
you
weight class?
learn
What was
is
his
so
weight
much
class?
more advanced than the stuff that he knows.
Let me see.
You
Heavyweight.
probably wouldn't. I'd put my money on you on that one.
Yeah, I need to put on some LBs. That's true. I think he was heavyweight, but heavyweights back then, they weren't like heavyweights.
That's true.
Yeah,
No.
heavyweight.
He's
Heavyweight.
probably like 185 or 180 or something like that.
It was like 137.
Heavyweight back then is just that.
I mean, but anybody
Prohibition
in the era where they
that
possibly
nigga was
get
like-
grappled.
Hey, LT, hey,
Be
chill,
cool,
T.
man.
Yo, this dude was 6'5", yo.
6'5".
Yeah.
You know what?
Yo, 6'5" wino, he getting you out of here, man.
Yeah.
6'5" wino.
If he missed,
see.
though, if he missed,
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, I thought this thing was like the size of like a regular.
Nah.
I didn't know he was 6'5".
From Paul Bunyan, man.
But he a wino, though. I'm betting on you, T. I'm betting on you.
Oh yeah, listen,
Man,
I'm
that
winning.
just means that liver shot is nice and close. That's all that means.
And considering the year he was alive, he was probably a racist too. So you got
Oh,
to
And considering how much you
that's
drink, that
fueling.
liver's already dead.
you got to
That
beat the crowd
racism fueling him,
after.
bro.
You got to beat the crowd after.
Yeah.
Oh, after they see me chop him down,
Yeah.
they don't have no interest in
His hands on a
my
swivel.
boy Jack Johnson in my corner. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I
They gonna
love
throw him the ring, bro.
You gotta have something.
Jack Johnson be like, teach your man how to squat. Be like, we come back in next time, teach your boy how to squat. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I mean, he's a tough dude, but I just think it just seemed like it would be entertaining.
Oh, of course.
Be a nice exhibition match, like Thunder Lips and
This was supposed to be an exhibition.
That's the first thing I thought of. Yo.
Thunder Lips and Balboa.
the Ultimate Male against the Ultimate Meatball.
Yo, that's a good pick. Yo, G, take us home on the topic, yo.
Okay, well, you know what? I thought about all the sports and I thought about all the players, and I say, who is someone who I know has a supreme weakness that I could exploit if I played them? Now, I don't think I can beat this person in one-on-one, but if we were to make it a 3-point contest, I feel like I could beat Ben Simmons.
Oh, no.
I'd bet on you.
I don't think so.
I feel like I could beat him.
It'd be,
But here's the
it would be
caveat.
close. It would be
Make,
close.
put an arena full of people, and you win it.
Oh, we'd have to do
Now,
this.
now you got a point. Now you got a point. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna say
gotta play-
close gym.
We
You don't
gotta
got a
play in
shot.
Philly. Yeah, we gotta play in Philly.
Philly with a crowd, you got a shot.
Yeah,
You
Philly
got-
with a crowd.
Philly with a crowd, you got a shot. I'm about to say, you go to the practice facility, no chance.
Oh no, we can't do this at the Y. If we go to the Y, you're gonna kill me. I gotta have a bunch of fans there and people booing them and throwing me
You
sticks.
gotta do it at a halftime show, yo. I don't know if you
Yeah,
have
we gotta do it at
pass when you see the halftime shit. You need one of those, yo.
It
Yeah.
has to be like a bad halftime show where the crowd is still mad, like maybe someone like Ja Rule performed. Anyway,
That's crazy.
Yo,
yeah, I think I might be able to beat Ben Simmons in a 3-point contest.
They're like, are you ready?
Exactly. I guess not.
It's not.
the crowd was sitting there like, who's this? What we doing? Oh shit.
Fire Fest.
Yeah.
Has to be like, yo, isn't that the guy who's on Fox News?
Yeah, exactly. It's the Fox News guy.
The commentary on Fox News. The guy does commentary.
But yeah, I feel like I can at least make it close with against Ben Simmons. I could probably NBA range 3-pointers. I could probably. How many shots is in the 3-point contest? It's like 20.
30.
You get a lot, yeah. 5, 4 or 5 at each round.
I might be able to get 10. I might be able to hit 10.
Yeah, you might
maybe more.
Maybe.
But 10's easy. I think I can pull off 10.
I don't think it's easy. I think that 10.
He stand a better chance than Ben Simmons, yo, if there's a crowd there. I tell you that.
How about you, man?
Ben Simmons' back gonna tighten up, yo.
That would be the most.
He gonna start shooting off the side of the backboard.
Yeah, I don't think he's taken that many 3-pointers in his career.
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
I don't think
You
so.
don't like him.
Yeah.
Man, he be out there looking like Dame Lillard, man. He's like, I ain't gonna let this dude beat me, man. Stop knocking them joints down. He's gonna give me water, dog.
Yeah, I think you're confused with Ben Simmons with somebody that's got some heart, man. You confused.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
You know what's gonna happen, TJ? Ben Simmons gonna rise up and be like, "Put them ropes away." I go Ray Allen out here. Put the ropes away. What's out of here?
But if it can't be Ben Simmons, then Pete Weber bowling.
Oh,
you got no shot at that.
I got 0 shots.
That's
but I just want to
that's
be there.
good,
I don't
man.
want to see Pete perform. That's peak performance. That's Jordan the bowling.
You got no shot. You know what I thought you were gonna say? Tenacis into the Cooper or whatever.
Nope, that man will beat the hell out of me on the court.
I thought you were talking about the 3-pointers, 3-point contest.
Oh no, 3-point contest. You stand a
He'll
shot.
still beat me. I think I got a better shot against Ben Simmons.
Actually, yeah, because he be trying and shit.
Look, it's not the Thanasis. Thanasis is not. He's a great athlete. There's no way, no denying that. I just don't think he knows how to play the actual sport of basketball. You know, like he doesn't know what he's doing.
Rebounds, yo. He rebounds.
He's just running around.
Yeah. Sometimes it's what you need, though.
Listen.
But yeah, but of all of us, I think I've got the best shot here.
I put my money on Bill still because the soccer is unpredictable with the size of the goal.
I got my money on T.
Oh well, yeah.
Do the wino, man.
Yeah, beat up the wino.
I'm betting on T, man. I'm betting on T.
I'm surprised no one said me though. I mean, let's be honest.
Say what?
Hell no, G. I'm betting on Charlie Ward, man. I'm betting on the Heisman Trophy Division I basketball.
Hello, 911.
Charlie Ward. NBA point guard. Yo, I think Charlie Ward made like an All NBA team too, dog.
No way.
Don't quote me on that, but I feel like he had some really good seasons, dog.
He did not.
I mean,
many good seasons. I'm sorry to say, he had
statistics.
He was involved with the Knicks when they were really good.
Hey man, look, all right.
Yeah, he was a starter for 5 years.
He started in the NBA.
He did start.
Yeah,
I think Charlie Ward would bully you.
It's only because they didn't want him in the game.
Yeah, like if I got the ball, I would have to get the ball first. But
what are we talking about, man?
Yo, I got a while to take to that though, Bill. So you wasn't on the show when we talked about this topic similar fashion the first time. You know, what's his name? Because I hate Duke. Jay Will. I'll give Jay Will work, yo. Pre or post.
No, you won't.
You said pre-injury. Pre-injury.
I'll take him pre-injury, yo. I'm giving him buckets.
No way.
Giving him buckets, yo.
No way.
What are you talking about, bro?
No way.
Yo, he looked like Shaq out there, yo. He was dunking on you like Shaq dunked on Dudley in that game, yo. The same way. And he would shove you too. And he hit you with the shove too after.
Listen, I watched that dude. What's the white dude name? He gave him buckets, yo. And they actually played one-on-one. This was post-motorcycle, obviously. But they went, listen.
I don't think Jay Will was trying to.
Andrew Schultz.
You talk about when
somebody gave him buckets, yo. How you let him give him buckets, yo?
He played him on one leg.
I think he only had to do like one. Didn't he only have to get like one basket or something like that? It was
he
like
did.
Yeah, I don't think
he broke Jay Will's ankle though. He did break Jay Will's ankle.
6'5". How tall was Andrew Schultz? Andrew Schultz like 6'5".
Yeah, he's not athletic though. I watched that, yo. Nah.
Yeah, he got like something weird with his feet, man. He's not really an athletic dude.
Yeah.
You're talking about Andrew Schultz, right?
Yeah. Schultz. But he broke Jay Will's ankle.
Andrew Schultz looks like Dick Dastardly.
Yeah, like a human version.
Yeah. Like if they ever do a movie about Dick Dastardly, him definitely.
You got the actor right there, man.
Yeah, he's right there for the role.
He's on it.
I'll get you Penelope Pitstop.
Yep. He get Charlamagne the God to play Muttley.
Oh shit.
Or that little Indian nigga he kicked away. One of them.
Well, ladies and gents, as you can see, that's our show. Judgment Night. I love all the picks. Get a chance, check out the movies that we mentioned. Also, hit us down in the comments. Let us know who would you go one-on-one with. Until then, we'll see you again sooner than you think on a new edition of The Random. Peace.